left off last time in our travel adventure, we were on a train leaving Prague heading to Vienna. It's about a 4-hour train ride. I would highly recommend it. It wasn't scenic or anything. It was really comfortable and nice, and we went to Vienna. We were greeted by my friend Livia. I grew up with her. Back in Romania, we went to grade school together, so her and I have been friends for a really long time. I ended up moving to Canada, and then she ended up moving to Austria. She did her master's, and now she lives and works there. So it was great to see her. On our first night there, she took us to this place where they had public viewings set up of the Euro Cup games that were happening. We were right in front of like their main courthouse, I think, and they just had these huge screens set up. Everything was free. You didn't have to pay to get in or anything. And then all around it was full of food and drink vendors, Indian food, American food, everything you could imagine. If you wanted a pizza, if you wanted a sausage, if you wanted a curry, you had it right there. It was just a really cool experience. It was packed, even though it was, you know, in the middle of the week. We loved it. The atmosphere was really electric. So that was our first night. Then we just went and got settled into our little Airbnb apartment, which was super cute. It was clean. It was the perfect size for what we wanted. We were only there for 3 days, so we actually didn't end up using the kitchen or anything, but there was a fridge for, you know, all the mustard that we bought. But it was great. It was only my second Airbnb experience, and I really enjoyed it. Bad vloggers today. But we did walk almost 20,000 steps. What did we do today? We ate a tower of hummus. That was very delicious.
3 colors.
We just walked around town.
To the market.
We went to the market.
The gardens. The palace.
Yes, there was an impromptu Spanish guitar concert in this beautiful botanical garden.
Cool.
And there's never a shortage of lamps here. Oh look! More lamps! Wouldn't you know it? And wait for it, wait for it. The store is also full of lamps. We also bought some mustard and some chocolate, because anytime I'm in Austria or Germany, I always stock up on mustard and delicious chocolates that I can't get at home. And the mustard comes in tubes here. It looks like toothpaste, but it's mustard. What do you think? Do you like it better? I think it tastes different. It's got more spices in it or something. And right now we're heading back to the museum district. Probably just gonna relax, sit on at a cafe or something, and people watch. On our second day at night, we went to the museum quarter, which is fantastic. If you are in Vienna, if you're planning on visiting, definitely check out the museum's quarter. It's not very hard to miss. It is huge, and it has its own like bus stop and subway stop and stuff like that. It is basically all the largest museums in the city, in the country actually. They are all together. There's these giant buildings, like bigger than any building I've ever seen in North America, and each one is a museum. Like there's a natural history museum, there is a science museum, modern art museum, Viennese art museum. There are tons of different museums. There's one for children, and they also do lots of really fun activities in there. So all the museums are in the same area, and then right in the middle is a courtyard. And the courtyard has a lot of cafes, and it also has a lot of like free public seating. There were these geometrical plastic loungers, which were actually really comfortable, even though they looked very strange. They were super comfortable to lay on. Just hanging out here with the youth, trying to figure out which museum we want to go to tomorrow. I think we're gonna go to that one, Leopold Museum. That one right over there. Is there anything else you want to go to tomorrow?
Go to the castle. We're still here in our day bed at night.
Most ergonomic piece of plastic ever.
Oh, the static electricity here is amazing. There's a Night at the Museum joke in here somewhere, but I never saw that movie, so I can't make it.
And again, even though it was a weekday, it was full. It was packed full of people, and it wasn't tourists, it was packed full of locals. I have never seen so many people having just genuine, real, enjoyable conversation in a very long time. I feel like whenever we're out here, like in Canada or back in Michigan, whenever we're out, everyone's always on their phone, everyone's always in a rush. And it was so nice and so refreshing to see people just sit and talk. Nobody was looking on their phone. Nobody was doing, I think we were the only ones that were like, we were vlogging, so we were the only people with technology up in there. But it was such a really nice, relaxing evening. We ended up staying there for like 2-3 hours. And some people, you know, would bring their own bottle of wine, guys would bring beer, and it was just lots of groups of friends catching up and just having just good old-fashioned conversation, which was really nice and refreshing to see, and it was a really cool evening. I'm ready. Here, when you go to the bathroom, it's a public bathroom.
Can't pee for free.
Can't pee for free. You gotta have, how much is it? 20 cents for boys?
Yes.
40 cents for girls. We are heading over to get some brunch. It's the first meal of the day, but it's lunchtime, so I guess I'll call it brunch. And then we're gonna head over to Schönbrunn. I've been there before, but he's never been, so I'm excited to show him my summer residence. And I've actually never been inside, so we're gonna try and go inside today. Garden. How you feeling? Should have brought that juice.
Doodler.
Should have brought our Austrian soda, but we didn't. So now we're dying of thirst. We might have to drink some of that duck water.
Pasta.
Unfortunately, they did not allow any type of photography, any video or photography equipment inside. So much crazy artwork and so much beautiful old furniture. They did a really nice job kind of like restoring everything as much as they possibly could, and that place is huge. I can't even imagine what it must have been like living in a place like that. So that was great. And then in the evening we decided to do some more walking. This was our last evening there. We're going to your Platz. All the horses. We went to dinner to a place called Labstelle. And one of you guys recommended it actually. We were chatting back and forth on Facebook, and the place was beautiful. It was in this like courtyard that was half indoors, half outdoors. And weirdly enough, they also made and sold their own handmade like hand cream and hand wash, and it smelled so good. Figures we go to a restaurant and end up buying hand cream and hand soap.
It was delicious.
We have a problem. We can't stop buying the fancy smelling body care products.
It smells so good.
At least we didn't buy a candle this time.
So we could go to the canal.
Yeah, let's do that because he that would be cool for him to see. He's never
Okay.
been.
You see it happen.
Let's do it.
Then after dinner, we went for a walk and Livia took us to the canal. All along the canal, on both concrete sides, it's just packed full of patios and cafes and bars, and they have, some places have like sand and beach loungers set up and hammocks and stuff like that. There's ice cream, beer, music, and again, it was just packed full of people just hanging out there, having a great time. And yeah, so we just stood there. That's how we spent our last evening. We just people watched and talked, and we took a lot of really pretty sunset videos because the sky was so beautiful. It was the perfect way to end our short little Vienna trip. I really like Vienna. It's a very cool place. This is my second time there, and I would definitely go back. It is very cultured, but it's also a little quirky. The architecture is amazing. It's very impressive. So many palaces. So I'm going to wrap up this little travel vlog. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'm going to try and do some at-home vlogging maybe next week. Maybe I'll do a weekly vlog. Let me know if you would like to see that. Even though my life is pretty boring, I spend most of it at work, and then I come home, I eat dinner, and then I spend my time by the computer. But maybe we can do something a little bit more interesting since it's still summertime. So yeah, I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you on Wednesday with a new video. Bye.